Hello, today I am going to recap manhwa. I am the queen in this life. In the first chapter of this manhwa, we are shown with the scene in the past where we can see on dark rainy night. In the imperial palace, the crown prince with the blonde hair collapsed helplessly to the floor. He had taken the sip of poison tea that Ariadne served him moments ago. Ariadne nodded and handed the recruit of Crown Prince Alfonso's to soldiers. Kingdom's owner changed in such disappointing way. Please accept my apologies, Your Highness the Crown Prince. Ariadne casted a soft glossy at her brain. She knew something wasn't right. But she has someone guarding her. She walked past all the dead bodies of soldiers as she reached the king's chamber and opened the door. She saw her perfect fiancé, her blind love and adoration sitting on the king's throne. Kasare was a legitimate child of king, who did not grow up to prince. He asked, "Well, what's the news do you bring?" Ariadne replied saying, "Crown Prince is no more." As Caesar heard these words from Ariadne's mouth, the chiseled face disappeared, a bright smile appeared across his face. It was as if all the candles in the room suddenly lit up. Caesar descended from the throne and took Ariadne's hand in his hand. Ariadne trembled as if his joy and affection were contagious. "As soon as this unrest is quelled, I will make you the most exalted lady in this kingdom." This is where we find ourselves. She had no desire to enter new era, she only wanted to stay with Caesar and do anything and everything. Caesar spent 9 years consolidating his position after succeeding and became regent of Etruscan kingdom. She remained by Caesar's side and ruled over the internal affairs of royal palace. She served him as best as she can. The duties that are ordinarily reserved for queen, which was the title she did not hold. 8 years ago, Ariadne's social standing was dreadful. Many nobles despised her and would make fun where she grew up. And she is not affront to nobility of royal capital. They also spread rumors saying Lord Caesar would never marry a legitimate daughter like her. She reassured herself thinking that Lord Caesar only likes her. This thought of her stopped her from fighting back. But at that time they started saying that Lord is not cousin of Crown Prince but step-brother born from different mother. They also called names like bastard born to the concubine, illegitimate child, fruit of unholy union, and many more. Ariadne can hear badmouthing herself but can't bear to hear the words against Caesar. She attacked the Countess Marquis and pulled her hair. At that time Caesar came, but without hearing the explanation from Ariadne, he scolded her for rash behavior and her etiquettes. And also added that her behavior is not that he wanted her to be more like noble lady to be regent's wife. For past 8 years she had been doing sincerely what Caesar wanted her to do, but she is still his fiancé. On one night, Caesar came to Ariadne's room. Caesar sat on Ariadne's bed and kissed the nape on her neck. Ariadne tried to draw her body back but Caesar grabbed her waist with one hand and held her down, forcefully holding her down on the bed. While they were in bed, the Caesar shared a news with her. Hearing the news Ariadne got angry. How could she not? Caesar said he is marrying her sister, wife of former crown prince. Ariadne tried to change his mind by telling how could he marry widow who had lost her innocence. Hearing this Caesar got angry on Ariadne, telling her that former crown prince's wife Isabella is innocent as their marriage life was short. Ariadne tried to tell him that Ariadne had miscarriage, but Caesar did not listen. Anything. Suddenly Ariadne thought that and questioned Caesar that were you conspirated behind me with Isabella before crown prince's demise. Hearing this word Caesar let out smirk as he said that he always wanted to be with Isabella but Ariadne's father engaged her with him, humiliating him. He cursed Ariadne's father's soul saying strongest male deserves beautiful women. Hearing these words from Caesar's mouth Ariadne broke up and started crying as she recalled everything she had done for him. But Caesar didn't care at all that and ordered his soldiers to lock up the Ariadne in Western Tower. This is the end of chapter 1 of this manhwa. Comment for part 2. Like and subscribe to your support for this channel.